I'm Bex and I'm here at Marlow Road kicking off a brand new feature on behalf of Wycombe Sound and Wycombe Wanderers called Knowing Me, Knowing Blues. Jasper, hello, how are you?
Yeah, very well, thank you. How are you?
I am very good, thank you. You are the first player in the hot seat. How do you feel?
Yeah, what an honour. I mean, they say it's random, but I think Phil knows what he's doing. But no, pleasure. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, there's some good questions for you today, but I'm going to explain it first, how that's going to go. So each week, a player is going to be picked at random, and fans basically get to ask you whatever they want. Wow. Sound good?
Yeah, all good, all good.
First question from Epileptic FB on Twitter. During your time at Wycombe, we've seen you deployed in a variety of roles. Where do you see as being your main position, or do you plan on being a highly versatile player? Yeah,
look, I think it's been something that I've sort of had all the time I've played. When I was younger, I was naturally more of a wide player, sort of an out-and-out winger. Mm-hmm. And it seemed as time's gone on, I've slid further and further down the other end of the pitch. So obviously came in the summer operating mostly as a fullback. But I know the gaffer knows I can play higher up. So obviously being versatile, I see it as a strength. Gives me options in other areas, but say my preferred position is probably in a wing back either side. But fullback, anywhere on the pitch, just happy to be involved.
We're going to catch you in goal anytime soon?
Oh, I don't know. Tell you what, five-a-side I'll be all right. But yeah, no time soon at Adams Park, I can promise you that.
Okay, next question from Deep Blue Me on Twitter. What is your ultimate ambition in football?
Yeah, so obviously for me personally, it's going to be extremely cliche, but obviously you want to play at the highest level possible. Mm-hmm. And that's just what everyone will tell you, I'm sure. But for me personally, I think looking back at the end of my career and saying, you know what, I got the most out of it that I possibly can. Whatever level that may be, I want to be able to look back on myself, not just as a footballer, but as a person, and be content and happy with what I achieved. I think that's personally what I'll be happy with once I've settled down, but as far as I can go is the aim.
Very inspirational. You're going to like the beginning to this next one. It's from Mike, and he said, what a credit to your club this young man is.
Oh, wow.
His question is, what and where is your favourite restaurant?
Right, this is a no-brainer for me.
Oh,
absolute no-brainer. Restaurant called Butler's in Arundel, so I'm from down south, Brighton way. Little place called Arundel. It's the best restaurant in Sussex, best restaurant I've ever eaten at. It is owned by a very, very close family friend of mine, like my second mum and dad.
What kind of restaurant is it? What food?
Do you know what? It's a bit of a mixture. So on a Sunday you get a beautiful Sunday roast, and if you go in the week you can access sort of nice sort of picky bits, sort of calamaris, and then your sort of more sort of gourmet grilled food, and then in the evening the food's, honestly, I tell you what, just thinking about it, it's put me on edge.
Mouth's watering.
But yeah, gorgeous, honestly, lovely place.
Amazing. Okay, next question. Jimmy wants to know, would you rather win the World Cup or Ballon d'Or?
Oh, you know what? Obviously the Ballon d'Or personally it's the biggest achievement you can win, and the World Cup vice versa. I'd love to win the World Cup. I think to be able to share an experience like that with the whole squad, I think it's so much more rewarding than, as great as it would be to experience it on your own.
Yeah.
And being able to share that moment and the parties afterwards. And I saw some of the footage after the Argentina-France final, and you just think, what an experience. I mean, to be able to say you've won the most prestigious competition in football, and be able to share that experience with a team as well.
Yeah, and to think a whole country would be behind you as well, rooting for you.
Unbelievable.
Amazing.
You'd be a hero forever, but no. Ballon d'Or would be great, personally, but yeah, it's a no-brainer. It's the World Cup for me.
Yeah, I think I'm with you on that one. David said, you are such an excellent and popular summariser on co-coms as a backup to Phil. Have you had previous media training, or is it just natural talent?
You know what? Some would say naturally good at co-coms, others would say an absolute waffler. I've had both. No, I've sort of, since I was young, I've always sort of enjoyed talking, chewing people's ears off. To be fair, at my old club, Worthing, I did a bit of sort of podcast stuff for their sort of channels, and when I was injured, I did some co-commentary, but just sort of helping out here and there.
You've had a bit of experience.
Yeah,
there.
A little bit here and there. Don't get me wrong, but no, Phil's feels great, and he flatters me. So yeah, it makes me look good.
Okay, next question for you is, do you think that Wycombe will get to the playoffs this season? If so, why? And that's from Owen on Instagram.
Yeah, I mean, I'm extremely confident. I didn't even have to sort of think about answering that. Obviously, it's so tight, and we saw from last season, sort of watching in even before I came to the club, just how tight it is, and it goes down to the final day. I feel like form is massive. And the togetherness that this squad has, honestly, I know everyone says it, but it's nothing like you get anywhere else. And things like that and areas like that are so important when you go into an important, crucial run with 12 games to go. I'm sure it will go down to the wire. There'll be a lot of nervous fans out there, but the boys are confident, the gaffer's confident, everyone's in such a good place. We couldn't be in a better environment on and off the pitch to go into these last 12 games and get ourselves in that top 6.
Yeah, you've got to back yourself, haven't you?
Always.
Okay, this is moving away from football for a second. Yeah. Dan has said, would you rather fight a bear-sized duck or 10 duck-sized bears?
God. I tell you what, 10 duck-sized bears.
That'd be quite cute, I reckon.
It's like fighting 10 TJ de bars, isn't it? No, I'd go for one.
You just want to fight a bear-sized duck?
Yeah, you know what? I'd back myself. 1-on-1.
That's going to have a big beak.
I know, but once you're done, you're done. 10 of them running around your ankles, I could be in a bit of trouble.
Yeah, maybe.
But yeah, I'll take on the bear-sized duck.
I think I'm going to go opposite. I think I'd do the 10 duck-sized bears. Oh. They'd be cute. They could be a pet.
I don't know. Be nibbling at your ankles. You'd be in massive trouble.
Okay, Amy said, if you weren't a footballer, what would you be?
Yeah, so, I mean, my experience in football is a little bit different. I sort of, my first year in professional football this year. So I almost had started my life away from football. I taught sport in primary schools. I ran my own coaching business 1-to-1. So I would probably have been building that up even more. Yeah. Carry on teaching in schools because I loved it. Obviously extremely grateful to have the opportunity and step into full-time football. But yeah, it's probably be carrying on with that, doing my coaching, helping the kids, and playing part-time football as well.
So still sporty.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Okay, George said, where is your favourite place to go on holiday?
You know what, it's been a couple of years, you know. I'm absolutely buzzing for the summer because I haven't been on holiday in a while. For me personally, somewhere where you can't go wrong, do like a Marbella, I'm going to be honest. Marbella's nice. But yeah, no, to be fair, it depends what kind of holiday I'm after. Something nice and chill, like south of France is great. I've been there loads of times. But obviously sort of going away with friends, and Marbella is the one for me. Do
you prefer to be busy on holiday or just chill out on a beach and do nothing?
I can't chill out for too long.
Right,
that's my problem. A couple of days I'll be alright, a weekend I can chill, but after that you've got to be doing things. So I think a bit of both is quite nice. You find the happy medium. Yeah.
Next we've got, doesn't say who this one is from, but if you could meet one celebrity, dead or alive, who would it be?
Crikey.
I feel like this is always a really hard question.
Yeah, this is really hard because you think someone and then you go away, and tonight I'll be thinking, oh, blimey, how on earth haven't I said him? It's Lewis Hamilton for me.
Love Lewis Hamilton.
Massive Formula 1 fan.
Yeah, same.
Followed Lewis Hamilton all my life. Obviously an absolute legend on the track, but I think the work he does away from the sport and the opportunities he's given people and opened it up is incredible. He seems just incredibly humble. And just be an absolute honour to meet to him and just sort of take 5 minutes and just pick his brains a little bit.
Amazing man. We love Lewis.
We do.
Craig said, what do you do when you're not playing football?
So, I play golf.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely addicted at the moment.
Oh, really?
Yes, everyone says once you start you get the bug, and yeah, I've well and truly got the bug. I write a blog, so I've got a sports blog which I write.
Oh, nice.
So I sort of write sporting articles and create workshops, and I enjoy doing stuff like that. I've always enjoyed sort of building websites. But yeah, I like to be busy. We've got a little cinema club, there's a few of us. Every Friday we go to the cinema, no matter what's on. Occasionally it's absolutely nothing, we'll all pop in and watch the SpongeBob SquarePants movie or something like that, but keeps the boys busy.
What's the last film you watched?
We watched Creed 3 last Friday.
Oh, I've not seen it yet. Really want to see it. Is it good?
I won't give you any spoilers, but
okay.
I enjoyed it. one for the sort of gets you excited. It's a motivational film, I've got to say.
Jack said, if you were in an emergency, what player would you go to first?
In the current squad?
Yeah.
Oh, definitely not Max. I'm telling you that for free. It just stressed me out. Level-headed. It would have been Alf. 100% would have been Alf. But if we're going the current squad now, today, the boys in. David Wheeler. He'd be a calm, composed head. He'd know what to do. Just feel like he'd take care of you. Do you know what I mean? Wrap you up in cotton wool, you'd be all right with David.
Good old David. All right then, Alice has said, from your appearances so far, what's been your favourite?
For me, Bristol City in the Carabao Cup was a nice one. Playing against sort of league above opposition, it was a good test. Playing 90 minutes, obviously we didn't win the game, but the experience was invaluable. But probably the Oxford game away, coming on in that game and sort of experiencing sort of that kind of environment, packed out away end. I think it was something like 1,200 Chairboys fans came to that one in the end, was surreal. And then after winning 1-0, celebrating with the fans. So yeah, between those two, but I'd probably say, because we won the game, the Oxford one.
Nick said, what's your favourite thing about being a footballer?
Favourite thing about being a footballer is, I mean, what is there not to love? You get to play football every day.
The rain.
Yeah, don't get me wrong, but I'd take the rainy weather every day. I mean, it's an incredible job. The fact you can even, I hate using the word job because it just feels ridiculous. But being able to kick a ball around with your mates every day and work with some incredible players, some incredible personalities is surreal, and I'm extremely grateful. And I think for me it's even more surreal because I sort of haven't been there all my life.
Yeah.
And it's sort of, now I've come into it, it just doesn't feel real. But I'm grateful for it, extremely grateful for it. And obviously, as we experienced recently, you just don't know how long you'll have it for. So just making the most of every opportunity and most importantly, enjoying it as well.
Do you think you almost feel more grateful because you weren't necessarily expecting to be where you are today?
Yeah, because I know there's a lot of boys and I'm sure they still can't believe what they do every day for a living, but there's a lot of boys who've sort of been in academy environments and pro environments since sort of the age of 7, 8 and 9. I was released from Brighton when I was 15. I had that almost 5-year gap where you're almost maturing your most away from football, and then coming back into it and being able to do this every day, honestly, it blows my mind. Amazing.
Aidan has said, if you were stuck on an island, what 3 things are you taking with you?
Oh, blimey. See, look, there's 2 ways I could go about this. I could be really, really poor and say I'll take a boat, food and water and I'll be off. Right, but I'd probably take my golf clubs, my golf ball and my golf net.
Not a football?
No, you know what? I'm out in the sunshine, playing golf. If I had a football, I'd just be getting stressed and just hit golf balls until someone comes and saves me. But I'll be content.
What about when you run out of golf balls though?
I'll just keep getting them back. I'll have my net, hit it into the golf ball, off I go, have a little swim, pick them back up and we go again.
All right, I've got one last kind of question for you. A little birdie has told us that you're a big fan of Rey Mysterio. Do you want to tell us about that?
Oh my goodness. I am, honestly, this is ridiculous. Yeah, honestly, so when I was young, I was addicted to WWE. I had a teddy and a trampoline, and my nan, bless her, used to knit wrestling costumes for my teddy. So I'd go out on the trampoline and play with my teddy, and then I think it must have been maybe my 8th or 9th birthday, my mum and dad bought me a full Rey Mysterio costume. So I had the trousers, the mask. I don't think I took it off until I was forced off. But no, yeah, massive Rey Mysterio fan. He's always my favourite. I loved his finisher, a 619. Yeah, God, honestly, I think, you know what? That Lewis Hamilton question, Rey Mysterio might be up there. You know?
You've changed your mind.
I'm embarrassed now, crikey, what's happening to me? But yeah, I loved Rey Mysterio. I thought he was great, and I still see him going a bit now as well, which is great. But that era of WWE, I was all over.
Did he have like a tagline? Did he have a famous catchphrase? What was it? Go on.
It was Booyaka Booyaka 619.
Give it some energy though.
Oh,
again.
Booyaka Booyaka 619. Oh, honestly.
Jasper, you have been amazing. Thank you so much for sitting down with me today.
You're very welcome.
So that was the first episode of Knowing Me, Knowing Blues. Thank you for tuning in, and let us know who you want to see next on the sofa.